Hey everyone, welcome to our little sliver of the internet. We're going to get wild and crazy today with a film, and it is basically a sequel to a cult classic with the same name. We're looking at Street Trash from director Ryan Kruger, giving us a story of a dystopian future where there's a huge gap between the lower class and upper class. The lower class, we follow a group of scavengers who do petty crimes like theft and that to try to survive on the streets and get their next meal. Well, soon this group finds themselves caught up in a major possible revolution as they find out the mayor of the town wants to do away with the lower class by killing them using this chemical that was first discovered in the 80s that basically melts the flesh and just, yeah, into a puddle of goo. And so we see how this ragtag group try to protect their friends on the street as well as take down the mayor, and yeah, all doing it in a crazy Troma-esque style. Yeah, this film, if you like Class of Nukem High and some of those other gory practical effects horror films from the 80s like Street Trash, you're going to have a wild ride with this one. I know I did. I didn't know what to expect going into this movie, and I was just so pleasantly surprised by just how batshit crazy yet entertaining this story is. And it's thanks to this ragtag group of individuals, for sure. Ronald, who is kind of the leader, he is played by Sean Cameron Michael. Loved his performance in here. The guy who's very confident, and you can see why he's the leader of this group. He cares for his friends, and he's also making some of the decisions for them, and they look up to him. And yeah, he just plays the Ronald character well. Alex is kind of the person from the outside, the new member of the group, played by Donna Cormack Thompson, and she holds her own in here as well. She has a good back and forth with Ronald, a good chemistry between these two. You know, there isn't a huge conflict. We don't work a huge love interest into it. Thank you. You know, she is just a survivor that is joining their group of survivors. Chef, played by Joe Vaz, is the buddy of Ronald. He's the one that they have the most heart-to-heart to, and he's the one in reality the most, and helps check Ronald when Ronald wants to go off and do some really crazy things. Chef kind of puts things in perspective, and yeah, he was very clue. Lloyd Martinez, Newkirk, plays Wars, and Shirai Meyer play Pap, and these two are hilarious, the twins, and they feel like brothers. And while they do provide a lot of more of the humorous moments, they do get a serious bit in here too, which I didn't expect, which I appreciated for sure. And then Gary Green plays Two-Bit, who is the craziest of the bunch. He imagines this little vulgar purple guy who just wants to hump everything. But only he can see this guy. And yeah, that's just so damn funny. And Jonathan Pinar plays Society, who is the drug dealer of the group. And I thought he was just going to be a gimmick character of sorts, but he actually plays a major part in the plot and moving the story along later on in the film. So yeah, it was great to see Society kind of pop up at different times, kind of giving guidance to Ronald. Who really should get mentioned is Francois Rademeyer, the key makeup artist, and in fact, all of the practical effects artists who worked on this movie. Wow. So much practical gore effects. You don't realize how much you miss them until you see a film that is predominantly full of that, and that's what you have here. They looked gory and brutal and over the top and wonderful. I mean, man, take what you saw in the original Street Trash and multiply it by 10, and that is the amount of gory goodness you get in this film. They really went all out and loved all the makeup effects, loved the strange environments, loved how you couldn't predict where this story really was gonna go. And they shoot for the fences as far as outrageousness. You know, they don't hold anything back. And it's not gonna necessarily be for everyone's cup of tea, but if you like these crazy, wild, like the Troma-esque films, like I mentioned, like Return to Nukem High would be a great pairing with this. You know, those type of movies, you're going to have a blast with Street Trash. I know I did. I'll be watching it again. So thank you so much. When you do see Street Trash, let me know what you think. Love to hear your constructive comments, like, subscribe, and all that here, and help us get to 4,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. I thank you all for watching, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub